What is inflation? Cat work at fish market. Cat is paid sardines for work. Cat buy fish. Fish cost 1 sardine. Cat eat fish. Life good. One day, cat go to fish market. Same fish. Same stall. Same cat. But fish now cost 2 sardines. Cat confused. Cat not happy. Nothing changed. Except the price. This is inflation. Inflation is when the price of things go up over time. Not just fish. Everything. Cat's treehouse costs more sardines. Cat's tuna costs more sardines. Even cat's favorite scratching post costs more sardines. Same things. More sardines. Cat stressed. How do we measure inflation? Cat government measures inflation using something called the Cat Price Index, or CPI. Every month, cat government checks price of basic things cats need. Fish. Treehouse rent. Fuel for cat scooter. Yarn. They compare prices to last year. If price is higher this year, inflation is up. If prices go down, that is called deflation. Deflation sounds good, but is also bad. Cat cannot win. Why does inflation happen? There are many reasons. But first, cat must understand something very important. Sardines. Where do sardines come from? Cat government prints sardines. Cat government controls how many sardines exist in jungle. This is called the money supply. When cat government prints more sardines, every cat has more sardines to spend. More sardines in jungle, but same amount of fish. Fish seller sees cats have more sardines. Fish seller raises price. Why not? Cats can afford it. This is called demand pull inflation. But there is another type. Sometimes it gets more expensive to make fish. Fish boat needs fuel. Fuel costs more sardines. Fish net breaks. New net costs more sardines. Fish seller charges more just to cover costs. Cat still has to pay. Cat still unhappy. This is called cost push inflation. And sometimes both happen at same time. Cat very unhappy. What happens when inflation gets out of control? Usually inflation is small, 1 or 2% a year. Cat barely notices. Life continues. But sometimes inflation goes crazy. Cat wake up. Fish cost 10 sardines. Cat wake up next day. Fish cost 20 sardines. Cat wake up day after. Fish cost 100 sardines. Cat cannot afford fish. Cat very hungry. Cat very angry. This is called hyperinflation. And it is very bad. This actually happened. Not to cats. To humans. In 1923 Germany, prices doubled every few days. People needed wheelbarrows full of cash just to buy bread. Wheelbarrows. For bread. Cat is not making this up. But who decides how much inflation is okay? The Cat Central Bank. Every jungle has one. Their job is to keep inflation low and stable. Around 2% per year is the goal. Not too much. Not too little. Just right. Cat Central Bank watches inflation very carefully. Like cat watching fish tank. How does Cat Central Bank control inflation? Interest rates. When inflation goes too high, Cat Central Bank raises interest rates. This makes it more expensive to borrow sardines from Cat Bank. Cats borrow less. Cats spend less. Less sardines chasing same amount of fish. Fish price stops going up so fast. Inflation cools down. When inflation goes too low, Cat Central Bank lowers interest rates. Borrowing sardines becomes cheap. Cats spend more. Economy moves again. This is not financial advice. Please do not sue Cat. But what does inflation actually do to everyday cat? Cat savings. Cat worked very hard. Cat saved 1,000 sardines. Very responsible cat. But if inflation is 10% per year, those sardines worth less and less every single year. Cat did nothing wrong. Cat just saved. But 1,000 sardines now buy less fish than before. This is called erosion of purchasing power. Cat does not like this phrase. Cat wages. Sometimes cat wages go up with inflation. Cat get raise. Cat briefly happy. But usually wages go up slower than prices. So cat technically earning more sardines every year, but can buy less fish than before. Cat still unhappy. Cat debt. Here is the one surprising time inflation actually helps regular cat. If cat owes 1,000 sardines to cat bank, and inflation is very high, those 1,000 sardines worth less in real terms over time. Cat still owes same number, but the debt feels smaller. Cat accidentally wins. Cat very confused, but takes it. Who does inflation hurt most? Not all cats affected equally. Cats with savings and sardines lose out. Cats on fixed income lose out the most. Retired cats living on same number of sardines every month feel it hardest as everything around them gets more expensive. Meanwhile, cats with assets, tree houses, fish stocks, investments, usually fine. Those things go up with inflation. Rich cat stays rich. Regular cat buys smaller fish. Sometimes no fish. How to protect cat from inflation. Cat can put sardines into things that tend to grow with inflation. Stocks, property, even shiny rocks. Anything connected to the real economy tends to move with it. Keeping all sardines under mattress is very risky. Sardines just sit there, losing value, while fish gets more expensive every year. Cat should also understand real interest rate. If cat bank gives cat 2% interest on savings, but inflation is 5%, cat is actually losing 3% per year in real terms. Cat just does not feel it, until one day cat does. So remember, cats. Inflation is when prices go up over time. A little inflation is normal, even healthy. Too much inflation is very bad. Cat central bank tries to keep everything balanced. And if everything feels more expensive and sardines feel like less every year, cat is not imagining things. That is just inflation doing inflation things. Hopefully cats now understand inflation. And as always, whiskers together strong.